Hey guys, this is Tiger's coming back to you with an Overwatch 2 rank climbing stream again. And as usual, on every Tuesday, I try and rank climb. I know 1 week it's going to go awfully bad, but until then, Overwatch 2 is celebrating its anniversary. And for its anniversary, there are some kind of cool skins, which is annoying. Then I'll get into why it's annoying. And I half expect Marvel Rival to drop some really cool stuff because I think this week's the mid-season week where I think Daredevil's getting put into the game. I think into Marvel Rivals. All I'm saying, guys, is I do not want Marvel Rivals and dropping some really cool stuff this week because I found out Fortnite and I put in K-pop Demon Hunters. I've known for a while that K-pop Demon Hunters are going into Fortnite, but they're dropping I think Thursday. So I probably will. I might end up streaming some Fortnite on Thursday, but who knows? But for the streetwear mega bundle, I think they're all solid skins. I'm pretty sure. I think I've seen Frey with that skin before now, but it just looks really familiar. Reaper kind of looks funnier than anything because I'll get to one in a second. Sombra just looks normal. In all honesty, I can imagine Sombra being sort of like that tracksuit parent, like that tracksuit mum, just wearing sort of casual based tracksuit based, like a hoodie and like, tracks, like just joggers and all that lot, and just popping her kids to school and just having a bunch of other people being like, damn, I wish she was my mother. And then Hazard, name says right, it's literally right in one hat. It's literally right inside the screen. It's like, what's his name again? Hazard also looks kind of cool. Not my least favorite. Reaper to me is the most funniest, but the reason why I think this is funny, because if you don't know, Reaper is no terrorist in Overwatch. He worked with Overwatch under... No, I think he was the leader of a team. Give me a second, guys. I'll have to tell you that team because the team got skins. Blackwatch. It was him, Cassidy, Moira, and Genji. Genji personally doesn't feel like he belongs on the team. Cassidy kind of does. I don't see any better options. Or Vernon. I think it would have been funny as Anderson if Widow had worked for them at one point. Or, like, Soldier kind of would have made more sense, but from what I can tell at the beginning, Soldier was kind of just, all about the American way. But again, Genji's not the best for it, personally. And Reaper killed someone, the mission went south, and Overwatch ended up getting disbanded. I don't know whether it's because of that, but they did. And Reaper basically just became a hired hitman, I think. He went on jobs and got paid for them, but he was known as a known terrorist. But overall, I'd say all skins are pretty cool. They've all got dance-offs. Hazard's the only one with victory mask, but like those three, like Hazard's the only one with victory mask, but he's the only one without an emote. Freya's a person who think that's cool, but and then for the other bundle, which is the same, it's just a music festival bundle. But the other bundle, which I do think does look cool and does kind of bug me, because guys, I'm pretty sure the Solar skin for Zen, this one, is based on based on a Lee skin. But the Reaper one is, and I do have it. The Brig one is, and I do have it. The Moira one is, but I don't have it. And part of me's like, I'm so tempted. Like, Reapers, I don't care. I don't dislike the Luchador Reaper skin. It's kind of cool. I can imagine Reaper becoming a wrestler in all fairness, but I do prefer Chain King. Solus I do kind of like. But I do think Briggs looks really cool. And then standard stuff. For the Battle Pass, there's only 2 weeks. Which means Season 18 ends in 2 weeks. Because there's normally like 8 weeks worth of it. But instead of like 2 months, we've got, what, 7 weeks? So just over a month and a half. And I don't know whether ranks are going to reset. I'm hoping ranks don't reset and I have to do rank replacements. Wrong one. I'm going to hold off from doing though. Part of me is like, is it really smart to not do 30 games and benefit hugely at the end of the season? It is a dumb move. I would get a load more points. I'd probably get enough to get another mythic weapon. So I keep saying this. I know I need to, and I probably will try and get at least one of them done. I'm going to try and get support and tank done, because I think DPS will be a bit more of a pain to do in between role queue. But enough of that. We're going to jump in, do 3 games, and see how we do. Also, guys, I did say in the new adventures, in the Craftmon video about Wednesday, because that was recorded a couple of days earlier, because again I'm recording a different video tomorrow. But there won't be no new adventures for a little while. And I say a little while, basically until the next Minecraft update, just because as soon as the copper update comes out, I will spend a few weeks just like looking at it and messing with it and seeing what I can do with it. But at the minute, with new adventures, it's kind of like, okay, what can I do? And then I was starting to feel like that with Craftmon. So I have made the decision to drop new adventures for a while, and carry on focusing on Craftmon, think what the ideas I can do for Craftmon. Just because that's doing a bit better than the Craftmon in video format is doing a lot better than new adventures in the stream format. And then still do the 2 streams of Overwatch and Marvel Rivals per week. You're only missing out on 2 streams, and even then, I'm trying to make up with other content. And I also do say in the video that I was trying to basically go watch Friday's episode of Craftmon. Okay, so I'm gonna get penalized if I leave, but I can't see nothing.
Select your hero. Vote for your map.
All honesty, between the tower and between the control and flashpoint map, I'd rather do push. It'd be quicker, but at the same point, if I had to choose. Because I wasn't going to vote for the push map, because I'd rather do a control map over... I say control map. I'd rather do this map compared to the fact of needing to hold down and control points. And by control points, I mean at least getting 3 points, at least controlling 3 points. Damn it. I was questioning why and it's like, oh no wait, no, that's by banning.
Now arriving at Midang Tower.
Full fairness, I'm kind of in the mood to play Kiriko. But I am gonna see. Just because, guys, why I might be in the mood to play Kiriko, I'd rather play a tank than not have a tank. Although, I will say, I've contradicted myself on my case of trying to ban this team a lot of other rivals in the last, like, today. I was trying to get, the weekly's done for it. I've done about half of them. I still need to do a couple more. And to get the, basically, I had to play, like, duelist or DPS, whatever you want to call it, 7 times. I'd done about 4. Which meant I just needed to play a few games. And annoyingly playing the games, there was someone being like, it was granted, it was another duelist, it was a Winter Soldier being like, hey, can we get another tanks? And a part of me is like, oh, I could easily have changed. But at the same point, Squirrel Girl had picked that after me. And guys, I am, like, starting to see the aim thing now. But, like, why I could have changed. And guys, 9 times out of 10, if it's a case of we need one more person in support, DPS, or tank, fine, I'll play it. No problem. And I will often change from DPS or duelist to then cover the additional role, or so we don't have a full team of one character. And it is annoying to then be like, I'm personally like, I'm saying that these people deserve it. No. If you're gonna whinge about someone not changing roles, see, when it comes to whinging about people not changing roles, I only kind of give people breaks when they're not whinging about the role that they're playing. More specifically, not more specifically, more specifically even, I've more than once seen strategists be like, can someone change to, like, can we have another strategist or can we have another Vanguard? But I've also witnessed a couple times duelists being like, hey, can we get another person playing strategist or duelist? And it's like, strategist or Vanguard, and it's like, dude, you could change. You very much could change that other role. Do I give Dave a chance to get mech?
I've got you in my sights.
Hold on, Lucio, do not say goodbye. Every time I see someone in chat say goodbye, I don't mean chat, I mean Overwatch chat. I instantly think they're gonna leave the game, and it's like, hold on, don't leave, we're winning. Although guys, quick debate. I did see a video of someone basically posting, and part of me still really questions why the hell you would, considering multiple people would be like, huh? But I was just playing strategy, I think it was strategist from Rivals. And basically they had no healing. And everyone was just like, dude, why haven't you got no healing? And I was sitting there being like, huh? Turns out someone had said the fact that they would do something, I don't know specifically, I don't remember it being nice, that it would do something if his, I think he'd basically done nothing all game. If he does anything, and it's like, part of me really questions the logic of some people, because it's like, hold on, first place, if you're going to threaten someone online, one problem with that, you're not going to know where they live. And if you're dumb enough to harass them, and you turn up on their door basically, hey, you remember me, blah blah blah, it's like, hold on, wait a minute, what makes you think they're going to answer? Second of all, you would be arrested and arrested for the world's most pettiest crime in the world. This person did something in a video game and I wanted revenge.
Thanks.
Although guys, I'm not complaining when I say this, I'm thankful that, I don't know why, the last few games of Overwatch, because the only ranked games I've played have been on stream. Just because I've played Overwatch ranked games at the minute, it's just really not been on my radar. It really should, because I do want to get another gold weapon. But it hasn't, and because guys, I know I'm 99% sure I know the last mythic weapon I got. 'Cause I think it might have been Moira's. It's been a good few seasons. Like, I don't think I've got a new one this year. But I do agree with people saying my aim sucks. I really do need to improve it.
Nice to know you have my back.
So like, I play a lot of characters like here, like Reaper. You get up and close and personal, so aiming's not the biggest thing in the world. Kiriko, I spend a lot of time basically doing this, and they auto target. Like, they find their target. Like as long as I shoot it in the. For instance, the Reinhardt was like right in front of. Reinhardt was like, say, when I respawn back in. Okay, if I was there and Reinhardt was like over there, I could launch them and they would. And they would heal.
Under my protection.
But yeah, guys, this week video-wise and like streaming, unintentionally doing a few different sets of contents that I wouldn't have thought I would have. Like, I think it was like last week I said, guys, for the most part, I will never end up streaming Fortnite. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up streaming Fortnite on Thursday. And that's just because of the fact of why it'd be a lot easier to do videos. I'd rather stream a shorter stream on Fortnite than need another video to edit. Because I'm chucking myself a video to edit that's going to be a pain to edit. You'll find out next week. It's getting recorded tomorrow, but I don't think it'll be uploaded until like next week. They played us. They got it and played us. Which, I'm saying they played us. I don't actually know whether they did. And if they did, it should be a strategy that should be banned. Because it should be classified. It technically is classified as throwing. Now, I'm saying they played us. They full on could have just had a very bad first match where they wanted to. Because guys, I've more than once gone several rounds losing, get my ass kicked, then come back winning. So I don't know for 100% that they were going, we're going to let them get one win and then come back and be like, oh my god, you're so good. Just because it kind of looks a bit better if the fact of, it looks a bit better if it's a struggle win compared to a simple, easy win. And with how much they're chucking at us now, I don't believe it was a case of that they. Basically, guys, I don't want to say every competitive player because I don't know a good few that don't. I've seen a good few competitive players that don't do it, but there was a few people who do think that they can throw a match, which is classified as throwing, and no consequences. It's because Overwatch don't. Because what they classify it was the case of they had a bad round. Because it's a hard detail to choose between whether a full team did or whether it's just a couple of people. And it could just be a couple of people. There might just be the odd person, which does just mean one or two people were holding back the team. But like Ash and Diva have instantly shot up with kills. They've instantly caught almost half of the point. And they are holding us back without any problems. We steamrolled them in the first round. See, this is why I agree my aim sucks. He was one shot.
Done playing around.
I can kind of jump and get shots, but it's not that effective. So this is why I hate really symmetric being in normal games. Yeah, that to heal everyone up all at once. Now, all we have to do is control it for, you know, the next, 5 minutes. It's not like a Diva nuke with scatter rifle. Yes, thank you, game. Basically, guys, you have like a very small window of going to activate your ult and dying. And if you die within that window, you're generally gonna keep your ult.
I've got you in my sights.
Yeah, there's no way that the first round wasn't a... Because guys, they went from getting their asses kicked to kicking ass.
Play of the game.
Like, I don't want to award the enemy team. They wouldn't let him. They wouldn't even let us pull that shit in the second, third round. I don't get how they went from not being able to handle us, not being able to handle us, but then being able to go, yeah, you're fine. Thank you to motion protection. Annoyingly, it's the same that point that I earned at the very end of last stream on Overwatch. Basically, guys, it's a strategy that... I'll do one more, and if I do lose, I am doing the last... You what? No. Just because I need this kick. I'm gonna do 2 last games in roll queue. Which is still technically rank climbing. But guys, I've seen it a few times where people willingly lose like the first match of like Yu-Gi-Oh rounds. Just to see what your opponent is playing. Then siding cards to deal with that, and then instantly win. I disagree with it, because I think it should be classified as you're willingly throwing a match around just to find out what your opponent can chuck at you. I'm playing tank too. Technically speaking, I think Diva's better on mid-time. But Reinhardt's decent on this map.
Select your hero.
Roll Q is basically the only time I will ever select my character I want to play.
Select heroes to ban.
I mean, tank I don't really need to, actually. Zarya, Symmetra, and Amei. I do not want to see you. Bye bye. Okay, 2 out of 3 of mine.
Traveling to icon.
It can't. See, it'd be nice if it took 2 from each team. See, I can make Diva work on this map. But I don't know what my team's going to be. Like, with Lucio, yeah, 100. Please tell me you've just got a dumb name. Guys, our Lucio's name is Bot, and it's like... Please tell me it is literally just a dumb name and not an actual case of an actual bot.
Another day, another mission. Man, I'm so excited.
I think it is a bot.
More of these than I can count.
Guys, there's a small chance I could be wrong.
Diva, you said you wanted to tell me more about this Pachi fella's friends?
But no one's near.
He's pretty new to the crew.
Right, he's got that square around his mouth.
Like, no one's name is that small.
Duh.
No one's like name it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just a demolition expert in spawn. Nah, smart idea is for me to stick with the team. Like I say, smart idea was for me to stick with the team. Not smart idea is to head point straight off. Then again, the full team ended up getting the point. It's just me and Lucy were able to get here a lot quicker. I'm gonna make sure no one's upstairs, which I don't think there are. So guys, I break stuff during games just because it gives what, 2%? That's 2% of auto charge. I don't necessarily know where it gives every card to 2%, but in case of Diva IMF, gonna quickly point out the dumbness of that hazard like. You don't put a brick wall up to cover Diva when she's trying to remake. Also guys, next, I think, I'm gonna say next week, but a video I am filming tomorrow, I'm prepared to get roasted in the living helling in the comments. Guys, I've mentioned more than once the fact of I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master, I've been collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards since 2019, and May got me back into it in college. But for tournaments and all a lot, I've never really participated in them, other than the odd ones on Master Duel. But I'm gonna be covering a few. I am gonna be doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video tomorrow, and it's either gonna. People are gonna be pissed at the fact that I'm willingly giving opinions on something that I don't barely understand about, or they're gonna see the point of what I'm trying to make. It's kind of one of those cases because. Guys, in the state Yu-Gi-Oh! Currently is, it could be worse. It has been worse. But I do think changes would, I think a lot of, like, because guys, I'm doing it for a couple of reasons. One, it lines up perfectly because of the fact of being the first and, like, ranks getting reset at the beginning of each month, so that lines it perfectly. So I need those games anyway, so may as well film it or stream it. Part of me's tempted to stream it, part of me's tempted to record it. I will make a decision there and then.
How's it going?
See, streaming would be a lot easier because then I can do a full good couple of hours, and I am tempted. Like, part of me's tempted to stream, part of me is like, hold on, a video's gonna do better long term. So I probably will do a video of it, but it's basically just gonna be me going over what I would, like, why I think the new Genesis format is probably a good thing to simplify it. Again, I've not recorded the video yet. That's getting recorded tomorrow. But I don't know how much editing I'm gonna have to do for it. Because there's a small chance where I basically can kind of get away, with doing barely anything. Like, I just need to, you know, do a few basic editing things. The more likely thing is I'm going to have to basically take out on one of the things. Also guys, there is a reason why I've never streamed or recorded myself playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not terrible at the game, at least master wise. I don't know what I'd be like in an actual tournament. like, I've played the actual IRL card game. Master's not my only experience, but like that's from dueling against friends, where typically the one mate who I've dueled against a good bit, it's a case of chuck whatever you've got at them. We typically don't give a shit when it comes to the banners. Like, obviously the fact that we'd both be like, hold on, wait a minute, you can't run five versions of Bollock Reed. But if one of us decided to chuck 3 versions of Bollock Reed, 3 versions of Great War Charity, neither one of us would give a shit. I consider it kind of a bit of a challenge to see if I can deal with, like, banned cards. And for the most part, yes. So yeah, so guys, there will be a new video, I'm gonna say next week. Because I very much doubt I'm gonna get ahead this week. I don't know when next week. Like, technically speaking, the ideal thing would have been a case of, you know, we're being able to record it Monday, but like, due to the fact that like, I wanna sort of maximize the time and effort with being able to, like, because I try and get back into the same rank every season, but those get every month, but those get reset at the beginning of each month. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that turned out. Also, while I've not edited the new Craft Mod video yet, did really enjoy it. Still a few things I do want to find out. Just because I've not 100% completed one of my experiments. Which I will try and find out in episode 8. No, 9. Episode 9. I was checking the playlist to see how many episodes. It's like, hold on, yeah, episode 8. It's like, hold on, no, wait, hold on. Episode 8 will be out this week. Although, kind of involved something recording it a few days earlier, but it definitely did mean that I wasn't as prepared as I would like to be. Because, guys, what was going to happen originally was I basically in the end went and got a few of the things like I was going to need for the episode. But like I was basically just going to find somewhere I could mine obsidian. In the end, I decided to go for the simpler approach of making it via using water and lava buckets. I had the iron. It wasn't that hard to make it.
Hey, that's mine.
It sounds better when I say it.
Grateful. Ignore all distractions.
5,
Over here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Now, as long as we can hold them off for a few minutes, because we didn't have much time left at the end. Although, what I will say is, near the end of that, I was like, okay, need to put 150% effort in. Must go full force. Can't let anything slip. Can't let them find a hole. Can't let anything get past. And then I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I was treating this as a case of this would mean I was getting demoted. Hold on, wait a minute. This is roll queue problem. That should stop them from rapidly healing. Annoyingly, they've managed to grab hold of point. Which means all it's going to take is one of them to be slime. Which annoyingly means someone needs to stay on point. I'd argue it should be Cassidy and Hanzo. Just because it would make more sense. Why me, Zen, and Lucy try and hold point. But technically speaking, all of us holding point and doing a group assault would make more sense. But thankfully, they do need to recapture the first half. I wouldn't be too annoyed if I'd lost Mac there. Gonna be slightly annoyed when I do lose it. Damn it. I was so close to ult. Thank you. Thank you, Cassidy. See, something I do now think of, I don't know whether all people who play D.Va do. If you've got your ult, and dying isn't too much for like 9 times out of 10, yeah, dying is a pain in the ass. But on the positive side, I was able to remech and all I've got to do is get back to point. Which really didn't take that long. Okay, this is more annoying. Thankfully it's not all the way down at the far back of the corridor, but it is more annoying. I get there's no great option for this. I think spawning over there would have been nicer. But they get that spawn point. So that's like their third spawn point. Which means I don't know why we couldn't use it. Oh, I'm at Mac. I thought it would have been a charge. No, it was the several hammer slams. Right now it's going for a charge. Never mind. I'd rather be wrong presuming something. I'd rather be wrong presuming it's like Reinhardt's coming for a charge. When in reality he's about to die and he's got no choice but to push shield up. Than be 100% right and fail because of it. See, this is why you keep your D.Va in there. And that's why Bastion should really never start, trying to, go for the obliteration play on tanks. Almost every single tank can use it in some form or fashion. Sigma can boost his armor defense. Sigma can boost his armor. And D.Va can just take the shots in. Reinhardt has a giant ass shield. Why annoying? Not the worst thing in the world. That. Since the beginning of the season, I've kind of been going for the case of holding down, essentially pressing that just gives me rapid fire.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct sequence.
As someone who plays D.Va a good bit, something I have learned is when you've got ult, even if you don't have someone like an Ana on your team who could potentially randomly nano boost you, it's not the worst thing in the world just to let the rest of your team know that you've got your ult. Also guys, on good news, My Hero Academia Season 8 comes out this week. More specifically this Saturday. I didn't mention it in the craft mod video, mainly because it completely slipped my mind. Just because guys, the way my mind works in the case of that, it's like, oh, hold on, there'll be a video that comes out a couple of days after. No, I'll be streaming the next day, but this video won't be out until near the end of the week. It's not so annoying if we don't, but like, they don't have no time for this, which means they're not going to get any extra time. And they now spawn closer to us, which in this case, I do think, yeah, it's not fair to essentially allow us to spawn literally in that room right there.
Still got all my stripes.
Which is where we do spawn at the beginning, but does become their final spawn point. Jesus Christ. I will say, I've never seen a team push so hard. I'm hoping I can respawn in just before, because they are gonna... No, I'm not. Nah. It's not gonna respawn me in where it should have respawned me in, because the game willingly did hold off.
Time to hunt them down.
I can tell from the fact that I've respawned in a lot quicker when it's not been... I don't know if it's just because of the case of it feels slower, but... 9 times out of 10 when the enemy team's about to push, but... Sending in like, sending in like someone else to sort of stop them. You know, to stop them just feels like it takes longer. I forget Reinhardt is actually decent now. Because guys, for a good while, Reinhardt was basically only good for a literal shield. Because while he had the ability to sort of fire off, I think he used to only way to fire off one fire strike. And he had a shield and he could, you know, hit people with the hammer, but it wasn't really that impressive. Now that has seriously weakened them. They also give Reinhardt shield bash. Three. See, I remember at one point, I'm pretty sure it used to be like 5 wins. So I dealt with the soldier. I didn't see Lucio up there. He did jump down, but I didn't see him up there. And then I get like a 3-player. I'm presuming silver. So bronze 3, bronze 4, bronze 5, bronze 6. No. Bronze 3, 2, 1. Silver 5, silver 4. Silver 3, silver 2, silver 1, gold. I think my math's wrong, but I think potentially gold. But yeah, guys, so I am going to at least try and get a couple of them done. Also, guys, literally a random ass question, only because I've literally, like, why I'm waiting for this, like, scrolling through YouTube. I've just seen a post, and it's asking what the ZA strategy people are going to be picking, and I have no idea. Like, granted, when I went into Legends Arceus, I had no idea. Like, all honesty, no idea. because
Select your hero.
at the time I'd never used Samurott. At the time I never used Samurott. At the time I hadn't used Typhlosion. This is before I played through Johto and Unova. So yeah, so before I played through Johto and Unova. So I hadn't used Typhlosion, which I used in Heart Gold, and Samurott, which I used in both black and white. Both white and white too. Well, no, black and black too. And then I had played through Alola, but I'd never used Decidueye. I've played through Alola twice in Pokemon Moon, Sun, and Ultra Sun. I used Incineroar first time round, but I consider Primarina my first starter. Oh, come on, Thornpick, damn it. Okay, we'll go Juno.
One small step at a time.
Kiriko, Symmetra, which I believe I did. Yeah. Okay, Symmetra got... So, I picked Symmetra, and that's the only one that I picked that did, which is kind of annoying. But... like, out of all of them, I'd never used any of the three. Because I would... See, the reason I consider Primarina my first start, like, the start when I essentially list my first starters in each game,
In the impossible.
I would have used Primarina in Pokemon Moon, but I had a shiny Gyarados for, like, I caught the shiny Gyarados in Crystal, and I was like, oh my god, I want to Mega Evolve this. And so I transferred it out, trying to transfer it to X and Y. Couldn't, so I was like, okay, I'll try the Aurus games. It wouldn't let me. So in the end, I transferred it to Pokemon Sun. And so I was just like, you can Mega Evolve on that, but it's pain. Technically speaking, I have an easier way to get a Mega Gyarados.
There's the enemy turret. Take it out.
Just gonna let the team do some of the hard work, because I know someone's gonna sneak a point. And I want to be ready.
Turret detected.
So yeah, so at the time, I hadn't used none of the three starters. At this point in time, I've used this basically. I started playing some Legends EA on my original Switch, but a couple of years ago, I bought an upgrade. I bought the OLED model because I'd had my Switch for a good while. I was starting to use it a bit more, and the annoyance with the Redbox version is the original version of the Switch, not the Redbox version, but the original one. Because I bought mine back in, what, 2018, I think I bought my Switch. Yeah, it was, because I believe it was the year before Sword and Shield came out. So I got, like, Sword and Shield, like, the following year. And... so I was like, you know what, I deserve an upgrade, so I did. Plus, I wanted to match more with a couple other consoles I had. Because my 360 is a Gears of War 1, and my 3DS is Xerneas and Yveltal, or Yveltal. If you know, you know when I say Yveltal. Also, go Team Sky. So I kind of wanted to match that. So I did buy the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet version of the OLED model. That was, I say buy, it was a Christmas present. And I didn't transfer my Legends EA data over, because like, well, I'm gonna pick Superior when it comes to playing through. I'm kind of mad. When it comes to playing through, if I ever play through, because at the time I didn't have access to them, like, I'm gonna use Superior whenever I play through Unova. I presumed at some point we'd get either Black and White 3 or remakes. Because I had my 3DS at the time, but I didn't have the games. And so it's like our plenty is superior, so I'm not that interested in Oshawott. And like I'm gonna use Thai footage whenever I ever play through Johto. Just because I'd already kind of picked my starters out. Damn it. In reality, no, the starters I picked out, I'd only briefly used, like, Samurott I've used both times, but originally I wasn't going to. It's just I loved using Hisui and Samurott, which part of that love came from the fact that I loved using Greninja. Because I had played through... Because I had played through... what game was it? Because I had played through X and Y, that was the game. Because I bought Legend Z, I don't think I got Legend ZA back in 2022. No, I did. No. No, I did, because I didn't think I was going to be able to get it, because basically Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl came out October, November of 2021. Legends Arceus came out in 2022, like February. Then we got Scarlet and Violet at the end of that year, and I agree with almost, I agree with MJTV when he says this. We do not need that case of that many Pokemon games again in the space of a year. We got 6 Pokemon games in the space of 1 year. No, 5. We didn't get a double vision for Arceus. But yeah, we don't need it again.
One small step at a time.
Like Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, all honesty, I have played through more recently Pokemon Pearl than I have Diamond Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. And technically speaking, they're an upgrade. See, if you don't play the process for Platinum, which they are stupid and can't and don't like, because I don't think I have a way to emulate them. I don't know how to. Like, because for me, I was willing to pay the price for Platinum because it is a superior game. But if you don't have Platinum, then Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl White aren't great. I think they are an improvement to Diamond and Pearl. What the hell's saying that? Ah, yeah, Lucian. I agree. But, so in the end, I played through Legend ZA, like, I think it would have been, I think it was at the beginning of last year. It wasn't completely, like, it's been somewhat more recent when I did. And I think it is, like, annoyingly, I think it is, like, the best Switch game we got. I think it's I don't think it's the best way to play Circino. Just because it doesn't give you the traditional, like, sensation of playing Circino. But I do think it gives you a really cool experience of playing Circino. I do think Platinum is probably the best way to play Circino.
Time for the reckoning. Thank you, Juno.
Just because it's a traditional way to play through, you know. See, the annoying thing is, for me, a lot of times, I don't like the XP grinding. And I would have said, why bring Diamond Shining Pearl like the worst Pokemon games you've ever had? I think it's worth it to not need to have the XP share. But in all honesty, grinding Pokemon up really doesn't bug me that much anymore. See, I asked a mate about it a while ago, it's like, about like the fact that, like, oh, I can, like, cause I was like, I can never play a game where you need to use HMs, it must be so annoying. And that mate was like, no, not really. And I agree, like, I agree with the fact that it's like, yeah, they're really not, like... Like, the only game I think it is annoying to need to do with HMs for, which is why I think Breeding Diamond Shining Pearl kind of worth it. Granted, Platinum's so much better. Is Sinnoh, because they decided to do the annoying thing of, you need 5 different HMs to get through Victory Road. It's like, you need Strength, Waterfall, Surf, and then there's 2 others that I can't remember. But like, not needing to deal with them. But at the same point, if we get versions of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl for like Black and White, I'm stating that Black and White 2 would be the best version. Just because why you need Surf for Black and White 2? That's kind of the only you need Surf and Strength to get through the Victory Road on Black and White 2. I'm pretty sure all you need for Black and White is Strength. Which means, you know, there's probably one of the only reasons where you need HMs that you don't need a water type. At all. Because typically, another reason why I picked Samurott was, if I had known this, I would have basically, I forgot about it though. I would have picked Superior for Black and White. Because I wouldn't need a water type. If I ever play through Black and White 2, I probably will go Superior and use things like the Elephant. Although, out of the Pokemon I did use in Black and White 2, Black 2, I think, what, there was Lucario, Roserade, and Altari, which weren't from Unova. There's Samurott, which was, Gothitelle, which was, and where's my other one? Oh, and then Zora. So I did use about half, but like, granted, Gothitelle I'd never used, but always wanted to. Zoroark I'd always wanted to use, and Samurott I did use in Black and White. So I did use Pokemon I'd never used playing through Black and White 2. Like, I used Lucario because like it's like Sork would have been useful to have my team from the beginning. In Black and White. But I think what I probably would do, like, when playing through Black and White, when playing through White and White 2, if I would use different styles, because I don't think I would use Samurott again. Don't get me wrong, I think he's cool. Playing through Black 2 with Samurott was just kind of like, yeah, I've seen this. Just because at that point it's like, yeah, And I've never felt the fact that I don't really care about my starter. Ever. Like,
Let's break it.
I did a what if I was a member of Team Sky playthrough through Let's Go Pikachu. I still had the Pikachu on my team,
I will succeed.
and I came up with a random bullshit of, well, technically it can learn fly. It can technically learn a flying move, and was just like, it can just be my nice little shoulder pet. And you know, Team Rocket wanted it so bad, so surely it's powerful. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, I don't like. I made a shiny team in Pokemon Violet because I'd done everything else. I went into Masudo Method shiny hunted for a Masquerado because of the fact that I was like, I want my Starla back. At that point, I was like, Charizard's my ace. He's earned that title, but I wanted my Starla back. I wanted a shiny version of the cat. So, but like playing through Black and Black 2, I was really not caring about my Starla. Like, don't get me wrong, Oshawott's cool. I just wasn't caring about them. Like, guys, I did a, like, because I've never done another, I've never done one, still to this day, never done a proper one. At some point I will. But I did one where I think she had life. I picked Venusaur because this was in white, where I was using Delphox and Venusaur, because it's a combination I've never used. Because apparently it's the best combination to use in X and Y. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to use Venusaur a lot because I've never properly used Mega Venusaur. I used him for a brief point in Pete Eevee, but I was always trying to evolve Charizard. But I was like really excited to use it, and when I lost my Venusaur, I was like, no, Venusaur. I cared more about Venusaur, who I'd used more than once, who originally I was like, yeah, I don't really care that much about Venusaur, than I did about Samurott, who I'd had from the beginning. Like, I cared more about the sock that I had on my team in Pokemon Black, Pokemon Black, because I was like, oh, I want something to counter Dark types. And of course I can't go for my go-to because it's a Generation 5, when I don't exist yet. Which is why, if I can, I try and play basically a game with XP sharing, because I generally will have access to Fairy types. Pokemon Aurus, I need to counter, you know, the Dark type Specialist, and the Dragon type Elite Four. I can just grab a Gardevoir. Or a Mawile, but Gardevoir's kind of better, I think. In Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I need to counter. No, there's no Dark Specialist, and Lance barely counts as a Dragon Specialist, more of a Bird Keeper. But like, I can get a Mr. Mime and a few other Fairy types. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. You can get Gardevoir. And there are a few other Fairy types. But like, I was really not caring about my Samurott by the end of Black and White Black 2. Like, I was tempted at one point to swap it out for Jellicent, but it's like, no, that's just being mean, and I really can't, I really shouldn't. And, guys, the Jellicent wouldn't have added anything like, yeah, there was a Ghost Specialist, but I'd already got a Zoroark on my team, so that was that handled. I don't think in the Elite Four, the Ghost would have really made a difference. I can tell you what probably would have ended up happening is either Kyurem or Zekrom. One of those two probably would have ended up on the team, and I probably would have ended up swapping Samurott out for, or Torrent out for that, and like Samurott out for something else, or that out for that, and just having two dragons. But yeah, so if I ever do go through Unova again, I think what I probably will do is because I will say I'm not the biggest fan of Ember's design. I think Tepig looks like a cute little pig. I think Pig Knight looks a bit and then Ember just looks meh. But I will say now the fighting type is useful in Unova. Both times I've played through it, I've ended up with one on my team. Whether it was from the fact that the stock that I went to pick up because the Nora was being a bitch, or whether it was from the fact of me being like, nope, I'm having Lucario. And this was so I could deal with normal specialists, plus I knew I'd have to deal with Grimsley, and Lucario is really good. Annoyingly, again, that you don't get access to a steel move via its evolution. I don't know if you do now, in Scarlet and Violet, or in Sword and Shield, but again, both cases you don't need to use a heart scale. That's my one annoyance playing through X and Y, because I take the Mega Lucario that you get given. Because one, it's a Mega Lucario, two, it means I don't have to evolve my own Lucario. And why, technically speaking, by the time I would have a Lucario by the time the third gym, and it'd be really useful to the second gym. I completely forget where the thing spawns. And to be fair, if I can skip out the middle ground of needing to train a Riolu up to get Lucario, I do. Like, it's not that fun, needing to go, Riolu, carry on beating the living hell out of this. Granted, a lot more fun with the XP show, because you can just sort of leave, like, evolving Magikarp these days don't mean leaving them in, chucking them into battles. You can actually just leave them in the box, leave them in your parley, and just let it evolve naturally. But, yeah, guys, so thanks for hearing me ramble. For rank-wise, we're not doing too bad. Yes, we are almost on the motion protection. We are on the motion protection for open. Hopefully, I will try and get a few more games done on these. It's not too late, so I probably will try and play a few more matches tonight. I probably will do at least 3 more games. Which does mean a bunch of these are going to get done a few days earlier. Probably a Fortnite stream on Thursday for a good reason. But I will, I'm saying this now. I'm double checking first. Because I'm not going to turn around and say, guys, I'm 100% going to do this. And it turned out to be, no, wait, guys, sorry, that it's not the 2nd. It's the 7th. Or the 4th. Or at some other point. Because I think I was told then next Tuesday. Also, guys, what I mentioned now, I will also mention it if I do end up doing the Fortnite thing, because I think it's going to be uploaded to YouTube. I don't know. Jimmy Fallon is having the 3 singing actors of Rumi, Zoe, and Mira. I know a couple of the names, I just don't remember all of them, and I don't want to misspell them. EJ and Amir? No, EJ I think is the voice of Rumi, the singing voice of Rumi. I think. They're all going on Jimmy and singing live performing, I think, Golden, Golden would make sense. I don't know whether it is being confirmed Golden or whether it's just a case of their first time doing it, but that's on the 7th. Feel free to double check Jimmy Fallon, the Tonight Show's page on YouTube. There was a teaser on it at the minute, but yeah. So guys, this is Tyler signing off. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.